it rained really good. Still a wet patch there. So everything has responded accordingly. Yeah, that one. Yes. Ooh, I'm doing too much. Aren't I? Aren't I putting? Isn't mommy doing too much? Red okra. Big old leaves. It looks so tropical. Hallelujah. That I've pruned to look like little trees now. Cucumber that I have to step back to fit in the frame. Patio tomato. I bet you were happy to see that rain, weren't you, girl? It's not such a little tomato you got on there though. Cutie's mandarin, Meyer lemon. Red currant. Cause these are really tiny. My apple mint is much happier since I got rid of that diseased sorrel. My orange bell pepper and my red bell pepper. Look at this thing. Can you guys see him? They jet all over the place. The little, we call them canaries, the little yellow birds. They got like black on their heads and stuff. Oh yeah, the red currant that is coming out of a planter, like a big ass bush. I actually would have topped this off a lot earlier in its life if I would have known its growing habits. It's looking good. Apparently I'm not the moringa specialist this year. Look, even my verbena is happier with those red vein sorrels gone because verbena's already susceptible to white flies. It really didn't need any help. Again, our callaloo over here. Some okra coming out of that thing right now. See, I went ahead and just let those things grow. I don't know what kind of seeds these are that the birds drop, but they get on my nerves, I know that much. I guess I should be glad they grow in bunches like this, because then I could just, after a rain like the one we just had, so that I can get them up by the roots. Anyway, I'm wasting time. It's just so nice out here, I guess. It's not too cold, not too hot. A callaloo trees now. I didn't even notice how much further back I have to come to be able to fit the whole thing in the frame. And even that giant red lettuce is even bigger. Like this giant red lettuce right here. God, I have never grown lettuce this big, ever. Callaloo is at its peak of happiness right now, apparently. You know what, this would probably be a good time to harvest some larger side branches and see how it grows from there. Then I can eliminate this issue of the overseeding like so. Yeah, I'm gonna harvest some callaloo today. Here's my collard. Then ate off one of the leaves. I'm gonna come spray this bad boy. I'm gonna come spray it. Man, I know y'all might have heard that. A couple of birds swooped down to right over the callaloo and then up onto the roof. They're trying me. I hear them, right? I hear them. I hear them cutting up. But anyway, incidentally, I know that people eat the seeds, the callaloo seeds, like as a grain in their foods, because callaloo is a superfood, and of course, all those nutrients are going to be compacted in the seeds, right? So my thinking is, if all those nutrients are compacted in the seeds, then why wouldn't those same nutrients also be in the flower heads that make the seeds? So what I do is take these and I soak them in water for about 15 minutes and I shake them loose and I eat a few of the little branches off this flowering head. And that is my daily vitamin instead of a daily vitamin right now. It's the health hack of the month right over here at Tough Love TV. Eat your flowering callaloo heads. Give your body head of callaloo. So yeah, I'm gonna harvest some callaloo today. Harvest and cook. That's another lesson I'm learning about callaloo. I don't need to harvest any callaloo that I'm not prepared to cook that day. Because even if I cook them and then freeze them cooked for later use, then I want to be able to do that. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be freezing them because I have an overabundance, because you guys know how greens cook down, and so all that is not as much as it looks. However, I need to be in the frame of mind on any given day that I harvest of sitting down, cleaning them. They're easier to clean than other greens, though. I love that about them. You know, they're actually pest resistant, so they have few to none on them to begin with. So they're a lot easier to clean than regular greens. That's another lesson I've learned about callaloo. I need to put all these pointers all in one big ass video. I think I'm going to start separating the information I learned about callaloo and putting it in one big ass video, and then provide that video maybe at the end of the season. But anyway, yeah, that's another thing that I've learned. And the reason why is because I'll end up wasting a mess of callaloo like I did last week, because I harvested some callaloo. I saw these seed heads growing, so I did a big old chop down harvest, and we cooked and ate some of them that night, and then I cook and froze some. But I got tired, so I had a whole nother batch that was still sitting in the water, that I harvested it in the bucket of water, because you know I get a bucket of water so I don't take bugs in the house. And so I just left them sitting in that water because I didn't feel like getting to them, and I felt like I would get to them the next day. So the next day, I saw them sitting in that water, and I saw a little bit of green chlorophyll in the water, as if, you know, some of the nutrients had leached out. And I don't know if they would have gone bad, or I don't know, but I didn't want to risk it, so I actually wound up tossing that whole mess of callaloo, which I can't afford to do because, like I said, I can eat this every day. The only reason I have some in the freezer in the first place is because I want to be able to take some and share them. So they're lucky I have to do that, because otherwise I would not be picking and growing and harvesting and cleaning and cooking your food that I went to the trouble to grow for you. So yeah, I'm gonna do a vigorous harvest of callaloo today. Yeah, the only thing, as far as bugs, the only thing that'll be floating in the water when I'm done is whatever flowers were on the head there. And when I tell you these are trees, look, we down here in the forest, honey. Look how thick that one is back there. Whoa, Nelly. That is slightly more than an inch wide. That's one of the smaller ones. And that was a wasp. Callaloo ain't got nothing for you, boy. Nope. You should have tried it when I had kale, boy. Pineapple sage is again doing great things this year. Comfrey. My callaloo is looking quite a bit better since I trimmed and fed them. My poblano is still flimsy looking. That's okay though. This one has nice big healthy leaves, as does this one. There's that Fusello. I'm glad I pulled up that sorrel, because my cucumber needs room to be great, apparently. Harvest some greens, make me a salad, go to the grocery store to get some apples and carrots. Apparently I need to squeeze making a grocery list in front of going to the grocery store. Then I get my nails did, because you know I wait till my nails look horrible so y'all can see how gutter I am. And then come back and then harvest, clean, and cook some callaloo. And either freeze it or put it to the side for later. I wish you guys would have seen that. A bird just came right through here like it's okay. It's supposed to rain in a couple of hours. So I thought I'd come out here and do a really quick tour. I have all kinds of cucumbers ready to harvest. A few that I may leave on the vines for so yeah. I'm gonna have so many cucumbers. So these are the perfect size to go in my juices and put it in the vegetable juice. So with these, I could just put this whole little thing in the juice. Y'all know I'm hand washing this, right? Finger washing, whatever. I'll start eating at the stem side since that's where all the nutrients come in. I'm gonna pull the callaloo in the corner planters because that's not the ideal growing spot for them. There's the mandarin, Cutie's mandarin, Meyer lemon, patio tomatoes. Ooh-wee. Tons of tomatoes on both. There are lots of tomatoes, as are on this red currant tomato. Another red currant over here. Yeah, that's just how close they come. It's just how close they come. Moringa again, my orange bell pepper, red bell pepper, apple mint. Those large leaves look really sad, but I'm gonna do a jet stream washing these. The other callaloo, yeah, those gotta come out. My other red okra. Bird almost came right in here, through there. You would have seen him come right through there. So many flowering heads of this callaloo. I'm gonna literally chop them all down today. I'm gonna make myself a salad. Pineapple sage is on fleek. That's one plant. Red leaf lettuce, my collard. One of my leaves broke off. I kind of left it hanging, so oh, my fault. The cabbage moths don't seem to be finding it under this callaloo though. I'm happy about that. I'm gonna chop these so far back. I hope my boobs aren't coming out. Yeah, so this callaloo has gotten taller since I trimmed off those footed branches at the bottom. This fusello is a nightmare. And this one has the nerve to try to come back. That's the one I wanted to put dirt up around the stem. There are several cucumbers going on under here. Oh. Let's not forget the perpetual spinach.